Steve, considering how the game started in Boston, what do you think accounted for the different start tonight?
Just pride. I think we were all embarrassed the other night, and a couple of good days of practice. Our guys were really focused, locked in from the start. You could feel the energy and the intensity, and got off to a great start. We didn't sustain it, but we, for the most part, played a good game. We had some lulls, but I think it's to be expected that we're not going to just flip it all around in one night. But this was a great start to getting back on track and playing like ourselves.
Coach, it seemed like Klay's shot was on all night, even when Denver was making their run. What kind of calmness did he bring, even when Denver was kind of making the run in the game?
Well, I mean, he impacted the game in so many ways. I mean, he obviously had 39 points, but it's his defense too. Chasing ball handlers over those high screens, being physical, using his length and intelligence to make guys uncomfortable. So it was huge just having Klay back. He was amazing. He was awesome.
Steve, how much fun was it to see DeMarcus do so many different things on both ends and, making plays and affecting?
Yeah, I thought DeMarcus was great. 6 blocks, 3 steals. He was all over the place defensively. And then he finally got that 3 to go down and put his hands to the heavens. And so, he's been great. His approach, his attitude, he's a joy to coach. He's passionate. He's, sometimes out there just yelling and screaming at the world. And I love coaching him. He's really been good for our group and for, last couple of days just trying to energize other guys and still finding his way with our team and with the way we play. But he's doing a great job.
Is this a good matchup for him? Denver, Jokic, and just kind of the way it's a slower style that he.
Yeah, I mean, it's two big, strong centers, and they're both very skilled, but you don't see that kind of size and strength that often in the league. So seeing them go against each other, it is a good matchup. I think they're both great players. But it's like, sort of a blast from the past, seeing two really big centers go head-to-head. You just don't see it that often anymore.
You went like 8.5-man rotation. Was that a playoff kind of rotation in your mind? Were you kind of testing out a shorter rotation?
No. I think it's just the way this team and this season has shaken out. After our first 8, it's all based on matchups. And, we played Jonas early. We played JB in the second half. It's just matchup stuff. So I have no idea how the playoffs are going to play out. But, it's different from what we've had in the past. So we'll find the matchups and try to plug guys in and very confident that they'll do a good job for us like they did tonight.
Another rotation question. Curry played the whole first quarter, and I think like mid-second quarter you had all the starters in. It looked a little different. Were you trying to shake things up at all with some of that?
Not really. The rotation got a little jumbled when Kevin got his second foul, and so we decided we usually play him the whole first quarter, so we flipped Kevin and Steph and let Klay go a little bit longer, kind of put Klay in Steph's normal rotation, took him out at the 2-minute mark, and it probably didn't help us at the top of the second quarter. We had a group out there that wasn't used to playing together, and we got a little bit stuck in mud. But the guys did a great job of fighting their way out of it. The close of the second quarter was really, I thought, one of the keys to the game.
You mentioned that close to the second quarter there. You went to the, as Tim would say, the Hamptons 5 to close the second quarter. They went on a 17-4 run. Well, talk about the defensive engagement there, and also the defensive engagement at the very start, the first few minutes of the game, because it looked like those spurts really kind of defensively were key.
Yeah, I mean, these guys obviously have played together for a long time. Our core guys, and so it would have shocked me if we hadn't played well tonight. Our guys have responded for the last 5 years to bad losses, to lulls. So it didn't surprise me at all that we came out with energy and passion and got off to that great start, and then also had that good spurt at the end of the second quarter.
Steve, given that it's very rare for Klay to miss any games during his career, what sort of things do you notice about his routine that kind of maximizes his fortune of staying healthy?
He just works. Clay's a guy who has a routine every day, and whether it's on the floor or in the weight room, he gets his work in. Sometimes he's a little late, but he does get his work in. So he's a pro.